Hello and welcome. Today we will crochet this summer top. It can be made in any size you want. This crop top or tank top has 3 variations in strap. You can modify the fit as you want. I have explained how. You can wear it with shorts or a skirt. It is perfect for a hot summer day. This is a very easy beginner friendly tutorial. To crochet this summer tank top or crop top, we will need the following material. 3 colors of yarn in any material of your choice. We will need 1 skein of each. We will also need a 4.5mm or a size 7 crochet hook. We will need scissors, a tapestry needle, some stitch markers and measuring tape. Now let's begin. We are going to work the top in a circle. Measure the widest part of your chest. Then you will subtract 6 inches from it. For example, if your chest measures 34 inches at the widest part, then subtract 6 inches, which is 28 inches. You will chain 28 inches. You can modify this if needed. Shaping tip. If you want to add more shape to your top, I suggest you start with a 4mm hook. Then when you reach below your bust, you will switch to a 4.5mm hook for your entire bust area. Once you finish, you will switch back to a 4mm hook for your border. I am going to use a 4.5mm hook for the entire project. I will not switch hooks. Make a slip knot, take the tail end of the yarn and loop it over the working end. Then take the tail end of the yarn and go below the loop to form a pretzel shape. You will catch the second loop in your crochet hook and pull it out carefully. This is your slip knot. Tug on the tail end to tighten it. Let us begin chaining. To chain, you will go below the yarn, catch the yarn in your hook and pull it through the loop. Go below the yarn, catch the yarn in your hook and pull it through the loop. Yarn over and pull it through the loop. Yarn over and pull it through the loop. Continue till you reach your required length and I will meet you there. This is a small tip if you don't like counting. What you will do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now start chaining 4 again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Continue in the same way till you reach your required length, so your chain will be a multiple of 4. Keep the chain on the snug side. This is because the yarn tends to stretch. Once you reach your required length, we will now join by a slip stitch to the first chain. Before that, make sure that your entire chain is straight, all the V's face upwards and it's not twisted in any way. We will now join by a slip stitch to this first chain. To do that, insert your hook into the back limb of the V of the first chain. Then yarn over. Once you do that, you will pull through the loop and then pull through the loop on your hook. We are going to begin with the lower border of our summer top. Chain 1. In this first round, we are going to single crochet in all the stitches beginning in this first stitch with a slip stitch. Make a single crochet in this first stitch where you made the slip stitch. Insert your hook into the stitch. Move the tail yarn aside, then yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 2 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over and pull through both the loops. Make a single crochet in this next stitch. Insert your hook into the back limb of the V that you see. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both the loops. In this next chain, insert your hook into the back limb of the V that you see. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through both the loops. Continue making single crochet till the last chain and I will meet you once you finish this round. It's the last stitch of the round. This is my last stitch. This is my slip stitch. This is my chain 1 stitch and this is my first single crochet of the round. Single crochet in this last stitch. Now join by a slip stitch to this first single crochet of the round. Insert your hook below both the loops of the V like I have. Yarn over and pull through the loop and then pull through the loop on your hook. At this point, you will add a stitch marker. Now you are going to see that your entire chain is straight and not twisted from anywhere. Next, you are going to wear this and see that it fits correctly. If it is loose, you will remove a few chains, and if it is too snug, then you will add a few chains and begin again. Count your stitches of round 1 by counting the V's that you see. You will have the same number of stitches as the number of chains you made, which is a multiple of 4. Round 2 is our Picot round. Chain 1. Now single crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. So go back into the same stitch. Go below both the loops of the V of the stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through both the loops to make your first single crochet. Now go to the next stitch and make another single crochet in the same way. Make a single crochet in the third stitch as well. Now we will begin our Picot stitch. Chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now we will slip stitch to the first chain. So you can either slip stitch in this first loop here of the first chain, or you can turn the chain behind and slip stitch in this back loop of the first chain. I'm going to slip stitch in this loop that you see here of the first chain. Insert your hook in the first loop, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. You have now finished your picot stitch. In the next stitch, you will make a single crochet. Now we are going to repeat this entire pattern. You will single crochet in 3 stitches, make the picot stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch. I'm going to do it once more with you. Single crochet 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You will join by a slip stitch to the first chain. Insert your hook in the first loop, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. Then single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern till the end of the row and I will meet you there. I have reached my last stitch of the round. I have made a picot stitch in the previous stitch. Now in this stitch I will make a single crochet. This is my slip stitch. This is my chain 1. And this is my first single crochet of the round. I will join by a slip stitch to this first single crochet. Single crochet in this last stitch and join by a slip stitch to this first single crochet. So insert your hook below both the loops of the V, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. We have finished our border, so at this point you can leave about 5 to 6 inches and cut the yarn off. Now pull out a loop by tugging on your crochet hook. Now turn your work and we are going to attach our yarn on the top here in the same place where we had made our slip. To attach the new yarn, insert your hook where you want to attach the yarn. Then catch the yarn in a loop form on your crochet hook like I have, and then pull it through the loop. Now you will chain 2, chain 1, and then chain 2. Now you will half double crochet in the same stitch. Yarn over. Insert your hook back into the same stitch. Then yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops carefully. Now this is the other side of the chain that we see. We are going to be working half double crochets in all the chains. So we will work at the bottom of each single crochet. If you stretch it out, you will see a small space to insert your hook at the bottom of each single crochet. We will work in that space. Make a half double crochet in the next chain space that you see. So yarn over, insert your hook in this next chain space below the single crochet. Now these are 2 loops of the chain that you can see. We are going to work below them always. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Make a half double crochet in the next chain space. Yarn over. The space is here at the bottom of the single crochet. Then yarn over and pull through the loop. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Continue making half double crochet at the bottom of every single crochet in the chains, and I will meet you once you finish this round. Small tip, from one picot stitch to the next, we will have 4 half double crochet in between. So we don't need to keep counting, and once we reach the end, we will automatically have a multiple of 4, and it will be same as the number of chains that we made. I have finished my first round of half double crochet. I have the same number of half double crochet as the number of chains I have made. Now I will join by a slip stitch to this first half double crochet. This is my chain 2. Do not join in this. In the first half double crochet, insert your hook below both the loops of the V. Then yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. Now chain 2 to begin the next row. Now I will add a stitch marker and then turn my work towards the back. So I want to weave in the extra ends to avoid any confusion. So take your tapestry needle and go 3 to 4 times in the opposite direction with it. You want to make sure it is firmly weaved in. Once you are sure it is firmly weaved in, you will take a scissor and then cut the yarn off. Now once you chain 2 in round 2, we will begin with a half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. So yarn over, go back to the same stitch as the slip stitch, insert your hook below both the loops of the V of the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Make a half double crochet in the next stitch in the same way. You will go below both the loops of the V. So in this round, make 1 half double crochet in every half double crochet of the previous round. I will meet you once you finish. Make sure you don't skip any. This is my last half double crochet of the round. This is my slip stitch of the previous round. This is my chain 2, and this is the first half double crochet of my round. Half double crochet in the last half double crochet of the round. Join by a slip stitch to this first half double crochet, except we will change colors. So insert your hook below both the loops of the V like you normally do, but don't yarn over with the current yarn. Take the new yarn in a loop form like I have and catch it on your hook. Then pull it through the loop and then pull it through the loop on your hook. You have now changed colors. Chain 2, 1 and 2. From now on, we are not going to cut the yarn once we change colors. We will also work half double crochet over this end so we don't have to weave it in. In round 3, begin with a half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. So go back to the same stitch. Go below both the loops of the V, yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Make your next half double crochet in the next stitch. You will also work over this yarn. That way you will have weaved it in. Make 1 half double crochet in every half double crochet of the previous round, and I will meet you once you finish this round. Now we will join by a slip stitch to the first half double crochet of the round. This is my chain 2. Do not join in this chain 2, but go below both the loops of the first half double crochet, yarn over and pull through, then pull through the loop on your hook. Chain 2 in the same color. Then make a half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch like you normally do. Make 1 half double crochet in all the stitches till the end of the round, and I will meet you there. I have reached the end of round 4. Now I will slip stitch to the first half double crochet of the round, and I will change colors in this stitch. So insert your hook below both the loops of the V of the first half double crochet. Now you are going to take your third yarn, the same yarn that you have made your picot stitch with. Now catch that yarn in a loop form on your hook, pull it through the loop and then pull it through the loop on your hook. Tug on the yarn to tighten, and now begin your next round, which is round 5. Chain 2. Half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch like we normally do. We will also work over this yarn so that we don't have to weave it in. Half double crochet in all the stitches till the end of the round. 1 half double crochet in each stitch, and I will meet you once you finish. At the end of round 5, join by a slip stitch to the first half double crochet of the round. Chain 2 to begin round 6. Half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. Make 1 half double crochet in every stitch till the end of the round, and I will meet you there. I have reached the end of round 6. I will join by a slip stitch to the first stitch and change colors. So insert your hook, drop the current yarn and go to the back and find the next yarn in the order. So I will go back to my light pink, yarn over, pull through the loop and then pull through the loop on your hook. Chain 2. Half double crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch and continue in the same way. For the rest of the length of the top, you will repeat row 1 to 6 of the half double crochet in the same order of colors. When you change the color of the yarn, make sure that you don't tug too tight or too loose on this piece of yarn. You will change colors in the same way. In the next color, just pull up the next color like this. This is a length chart for all sizes of tops. You can modify this if needed. You will stop your pattern at row 3 as close to your length as possible. After that, we will reduce for 2 rows and then add a picot border. Another tip is that this is your last stitch. Work a half double crochet in your last stitch, and this next stitch is not a stitch. Just tug on your yarn from behind and the stitch will go away. Then you will join by a slip stitch to the first stitch. Once you finish the entire length of your top, you will decide where you want your seam. I want my seam in the center of the back. We are now going to reduce just below the arm on the sides, so you can mark it with the marker if you want. You will work round 4 normally till you reach the marker. Begin with the chain 2, half double crochet in the same stitch and then half double crochet in every stitch till you reach your stitch marker, and I will meet you there. I have reached the side of my top just below the arm. This is where we will reduce. Remove your stitch marker. To reduce, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, you will stop the stitch and move on to the next. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through the loop. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 5 loops carefully. You have reduced once. I am going to reduce one more time. If you don't want to, you will just continue with normal 1/2 double crochets in every stitch till your next stitch marker and reduce there. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through the loop. Stop this stitch and move on to the next. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through the loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and carefully pull through all 5 loops. Now continue making normal half double crochets till you reach your next stitch marker. Once you reach the next stitch marker or the other side of the top, you will now reduce in exactly the same way you did before and then continue with 1/2 double crochet in every stitch till the end of the round. At the end of round 4, join by a slip stitch to the first stitch, except you will change color. So yarn over with the last color and pull through and then pull through the loop on your hook. Now chain 1. At this point, you can cut off the other 2 yarns, leaving a long tail so you can weave it in. In round 5, you will make single crochet and decrease at the sides at the same place that we did in round 4. So begin with a single crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. Make 1 single crochet in every stitch till you reach the side where you had decreased before, and I will meet you there. We are now going to make a single crochet decrease in 1 stitch before the decrease of the previous row. This is the stitch that we decreased in the previous row. We will begin decreasing in this stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 2 loops on your hook, do not yarn over and do not complete the stitch. Just go into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. I have made 2 decreases in the previous row, so I will make 2 decreases in this row as well. If you have made 1 decrease in the previous row, then make only 1 decrease in this row. So, to make your next decrease, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 2 loops on your hook, go to the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through the loop. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. You have made 2 decreases. Now continue with 1 single crochet in every stitch to the next side. I have reached the other side just below the arm where I made 2 decreases. I am in 1 stitch before it, so begin decreasing in this stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. Once you have 2 loops on your hook, stop the stitch, go to the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. I will decrease again. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop. Stop the stitch, go to the next stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. Once you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. I have decreased 2 times. Just remember, if you made 2 decreases in the previous row like me, you will make 2 decreases in this row. If you have made only 1 decrease in the previous row, you will make only 1 decrease in this row. This is because we want to keep our stitch count a multiple of 4. Now continue making 1 single crochet in every stitch till the end of this round, and I will meet you there. I have finished round 5 by a slip stitch to the first stitch. Round 6 is exactly like the Picot stitch round. I will show you once. This round has no decreases. Begin with a chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch as the slip stitch. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches, so you make 3 single crochet in all. Now you will begin your Picot stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Join by a slip stitch to this first stitch. Now single crochet in this next stitch. You will repeat this pattern. Single crochet 3 times, make a Picot stitch and then single crochet in the next stitch. Once you finish, you will cut the yarn and weave all the ends in. If you want, you can stop now or you can add straps like me. Decide where you want your strap. You will use stitch markers to mark the area. You can use an old tank top to measure exactly where the strap lies. Decide how long you want your straps to be or where on your chest you want your tank top to start. Leave about 7 to 8 inches of a tail and then make a slip knot. The tail is so that you can attach the straps to your top. Now you will chain for the length of your strap. Chain as many times as you want, and I will meet you once you finish. Remember that you will chain longer for a cross back top. The chain tends to stretch. That is why you will chain a little lesser than the required length of the strap, and when you measure the chain, stretch it out like this and then measure. After chaining the required length, we will begin with row 1, single crochet in the second chain from the hook. The loop on the hook does not count as a chain. Skip the first chain. In the second chain, you will make a single crochet. Now continue making one single crochet in every chain till the end of this row, and I will meet you there. After you finish row 1, chain 1 and then turn your work for row 2. Row 2 is your picot row. In this row, we will begin working in this first stitch. The loop on the hook does not count as a stitch. This is your chain stitch. We will work directly into this first stitch. So make a single crochet in this stitch. Make a single crochet in the next stitch. Make a single crochet in the third stitch. After you make 3 single crochet, you will begin your picot stitch. Chain 3. Slip stitch in the first chain. Then you will make a single crochet in the next chain. Continue repeating this pattern. 3 single crochet, picot stitch and then 1 more single crochet. 3 single crochet, picot stitch and 1 more single crochet till the end of this row. It doesn't matter what stitch you end your picot row at. Once you finish, you will leave about 6 to 7 inches and cut the yarn off and then pull out a loop. After you finish, you will turn your work around. Your slip knot should be at the bottom left of your work. This is the front side. Make another strap in exactly the same way. Place your straps at the stitch marker. The picot border is facing outward on both the sides, as you can see. We will now attach the straps on the inside of the top. This is the front of my top. These are the sides where I have made the decreases, and on the back in the center I have my seam. For a cross back top, you will just cross the straps at the back like I have shown, and then you will sew them on. Make sure the straps are straight before you sew them on. I'm going to show you how to attach this first strap, and you will do the rest in the same way. This is the front of my top and this is the right side of my strap. All the picot stitches are on the outside. Now turn your work to the back, and this is where we will attach our strap on the inside so that the seam doesn't show. Place your strap on the stitch marker and make sure you only sew on the pink. Do not sew on the white or it will show on the other side. Take your yarn needle, go in and then out. Go in and then come out. Go in and then come out. Keep doing this a few times till you are sure your strap is firmly sewed on. Once it is firmly sewed on, you will then cut off the yarn and weave it in. If you have enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with your friends. Comment below if you want more summer tops. Subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you and see you next time.